All right, a family on vacation here had a nightmare ending when airline agents wouldn't let them on their flight and told them it was canceled, but only for them.
West 2's Lindsay Sablon spoke to the mom of three who couldn't believe what happened.
It was a magical trip to Disney for Anna Ruiz and her family until their flight home.
They informed us that they had unbooked us from the flight and that we should leave and call customer service if we wanted a refund.
Not because of weather or overbooked. Ruiz says Frontier agents unbooked them after she tried to stuff a jacket into her bag and her husband asked for empathy.
I'm traveling with my pregnant wife, with my 3 kids. Please, we're just trying to make our flight. Just have a little bit of patience so that we could just get going. And she basically laughed in our faces and said, "What does your wife being pregnant and you having kids have to do with anything?"
Video shot by Ruiz's husband shows their bags tagged, but he asks why the now 2 agents were taking pictures of their bags and information.
So I just want to know, is that her personal phone or is that a work phone?
This does not have nothing to do with Frontier.
She took pictures with her personal phone of my bags.
Are we just taking the bag, or are we just gonna stand here
bag.
or whatever?
It's
'Cause
two separate things.
I could deny you.
He stops recording right after she says, "I could deny you." After I reached out to Frontier, they confirmed they denied the family boarding. They paint a different story, saying the bags were overweight. In an email, they state one of the customers became combative with the agents and refused to step aside while they moved belongings between their bags. In the process, the cutoff time for checked bags passed. But more video from the family shows the agents weighing the bags, and it seems fine.
Did they already pay for the overweight? The bag was over? Yeah.
We don't have overweight. We did not have overweight when she measured them.
Let me see. Let me double
So we can adjust that right now. Hazte para atrás, Isa.
Either way, they were not allowed on.
I broke down in tears just out of frustration.
Ruiz filed a complaint with Frontier and the Department of Transportation, asking for $1,200 to cover rebooking, food, and an Uber because they had to fly into a different Dallas airport. And she did hear from Frontier.
They came back saying that they could not refund us or really do any investigation because we were appearing as no-show.
Along with Frontier's statement to West 2, they said they'd refund Ruiz the $750 it cost to rebook their initial flights. But Ruiz wants accountability.
I think most importantly for me, right, as a mom, is making sure that this doesn't happen to other families.
As for those employees, Frontier tells me they are third-party contractors, and sometimes they take pictures to document pre-existing damage to bags.
Now, I just finished texting with Anna Ruiz, and she has still not received that refund from Frontier. She hasn't even been told that she is getting it. But again, I have that email from Frontier saying they're going to refund her that initial flight. I'm going to keep asking them questions and follow up to try to get a better understanding of what really happened in this situation.
Yeah, it's the lack of empathy for me as a mom of 3. And she's pregnant.
And
So
she's pregnant.
The fact that she wasn't yelling and screaming, you know, for me, I'm just like, that was a win. But hopefully she gets her money back.
Flying is stressful enough.
That's what
Adding
she said.
anything else is too much.
That's what she said. She said, at the end of the day, I'm a customer. You know, I had some questions. Could you just give me a little bit of time? And she felt like that was not done in this case.
All right, Lindsay, thanks so much.
Yeah, no, you'll stay on top of it. Thank you.
Yeah.